Hey guys, welcome back. We are gonna finish our tree. So we already have this amazing tree topper done that is absolutely beautiful, and now we are gonna decorate the rest of our tree. So we are gonna start off, because we have some big ornaments, which I love using, we are gonna start off by placing our big ornaments. Now, I forgot to scooch you guys back. So let me scooch you back just a little bit and make sure you can see the tree. There we go. Perfect. Okay, let's get our tree decorated. Now, let's place our big ornaments. I got these from Hobby Lobby, so they're a pretty good size. I got them in a big bucket, and I think it was $50, 50% off, so it was $25, and there's a ton in there, and they're huge. We're not gonna use all of them. So let's get our ornaments placed. Now I'm gonna take some red pipe cleaners. Actually, no, I'm not. So I brought these, and you can get these at any of your craft store also. And these are like just pine twist ties. And so they'll blend in with the tree a little bit better, so you won't see the pipe cleaners. So I'm gonna cut it in half, because I don't need the whole thing. That way I can get double out of it. And I'm just gonna cut it in half just like that. And I'm gonna run it through, maybe run it through the eye of my ornament. Well, this was supposed to be a good idea, so we're gonna see how it turns out. I'm trying to run it through the eye of my ornament. That might not work out. We might have to use the pipe cleaners instead. It's not wanting to fit. Okay, so these aren't gonna fit. If I can just get it through a little bit. There we go. Okay, I got it through enough to where I can twist it around the top. So I'm gonna come right in here. I'm gonna place my first ornament here. And see, now you can't see it. You have a little bit of pine of the tree, and I'm just wrapping this pine right around that piece of pine. And so now it just looks like it's sitting inside the tree. You don't necessarily want it just barely hanging off the end. You want it inside your tree, just like that. So I'm gonna get another one. And so I have a matte colored one, and we'll run it down here. And I'm just barely sticking it through right here, just like that. And I'm just gonna fold it up, and that'll hold. Nobody's gonna mess with your tree, so, you know, now if somebody is gonna mess with your tree, you might need to, you know, do things a little more securely. So we're gonna run this one back here. Get these Christmas lights out of the way. I'm just gonna wrap that pine around that pine. Just like that. Now there's 3 different finishes of ornaments in here, and so that's why I'm using all 3 finishes first, to just, you know, change it up. And so what we're gonna do is use the glitter, the matte, and then the shiny. And then we'll alternate. And I'm just taking steps back. I'm looking in my video, but I'm also turning back and looking at my tree to see where I want these to go. So we're just gonna kind of keep a triangle pattern. We're gonna come right down here and put this one right inside of here. My mom is gonna have a field day trying to figure out how to take down her tree. I'm probably gonna have to do that too. You can charge for that. I'm not charging her. This is her Christmas present, but you can charge for the tree takedown also. Typically people charge about $75 an hour. A tree can take you about an hour, maybe 2, but that's your typical charge. Trying to get some stuff out of my way here. Oops, sorry guys. No, Roxy, you cannot come play with the Christmas ornaments. Okay, got y'all moved a little bit. My bad. Please forgive me. Okay, now let's move on to the side of the tree. I'm gonna get another glitter one. And I'm gonna come over to this side. And I'm gonna come about, let's see, where am I at? About right here. Place this one down here. All right, now let's get a shiny one. See, this little ornament nipple is not on very well, so if you need to glue yours on, because if I was in an actual customer's house, I would, because I wouldn't want it to just slip off. I'm gonna come right here. Now this is kind of toward the back of the tree, but it's not the full back. That's why I'm putting it there, because it's gonna be seen. So shiny there. We'll come to the other side and place a matte one. We'll come right here in this bow. So you can tell by looking at it where I'm placing my ornaments. There's a lot of regular pine right here. The pattern that I placed them. You know, just kind of work in a triangle, odd number looking pattern is kind of what you're going for. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay, so we have our big ornaments placed, and I think that's good for now until we get some more ribbon added. So let's add some more of our ribbon. And now I'm just gonna come in here with my 4-inch, just like this. And I'm just gonna pinch it. And I'm gonna take a pipe cleaner. I'm gonna use green. And I'm gonna wrap it around this little piece of tail. Now I'm gonna come right in here. And I'm gonna go inside the tree, right up underneath this ornament. And I'm going to tuck this in, find a place to wrap it around. That's way too long. I don't need all of that. Come in here. I really want to come right under the ornament. There we go. Wrap it around some pine or something in there. Now it looks like it's coming from the tree. And so we're just going to make a loop down and tuck it back into the tree and find a piece of our wonderful little twisty pine and wrap it around it. Just like that. So a beautiful little loop coming off our tree right here. And we'll cut this off here and make a pretty dovetail. Fold it in, make it wispy. This piece of pine is kind of holding back my ribbon. There we go. And you want it coming off of the tree. You don't want it slammed inside your tree or really flat, just like in your wreath. And so now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. We're going to come right over here. pinch us a little tail. Twist the pipe cleaner around it. And see this empty spot right here? We want it to flow down from our bow, so that's where we're going to put this one. I'm going to come right in here. I don't want it up too high. That is a really big empty spot in there though. There we go. I don't want it too high. I'm going to wrap this around. Because I want it part of the tree, not part of the topper. Now let's get us a good size loop. Just like that. And I will fix this in a minute. There we go. Make our loop a little bit bigger. Just like that. Come into our tree. Find a piece of pine. And tie it off. Just like that. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna come do one more over here because I have a little bit of ribbon left. I might have enough left for two. We shall see. Get another pipe cleaner. So I'm going to come to this side right here and just make me another loop. Now if I thought I had enough, I could do a bunny ear and a loop, but I think I'm just going to do how I did over here. That way I can get two more out of this ribbon. I really have to get me an apron. All right, so we're gonna come right in here on this side of the tree. We're gonna tuck it in. Wrap it around and get us a good loop. That pine is sticking straight out, so it wasn't allowing a good loop. There we go. Wrap that pine. Oh, I might not have enough. We might just have to do something a little different. I don't want to waste this ribbon though. I definitely want to get all that I can. And now this ribbon is reusable. Obviously you don't change your tree theme every single year. So when you take this ribbon down, you can roll it or you can fold it and just fold it neatly and lay it flat into your storage bins. That way, it doesn't get all wrinkled and nasty and you can use it for the exact same thing next year. So you're not wasting this roll of ribbon. Okay, I have one more area. I think I have just enough. So just know, out of one 10-yard roll of ribbon, you can get one tree topper and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 loops. Just enough for one tree. All right, so I'm going to come back around this direction, get it stuck inside, wrap it around that pine. Oh yeah, I have plenty. Plenty. And come right in between my two ornaments that I have here. and tie it off. And now I can make me a nice tail, because I'm not chopping this off. I'm just going to dovetail it just like that. Make a nice, long little extra loop there. Woo! Okay, we're done with our 4-inch ribbon. So now guess what? We get to move on to our other ones. So we're going to kind of do the same thing throughout the tree, just not as much. And what we're going to do, because we want to carry these same ribbons throughout the whole tree. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of put them together. And we're just going to do some single loops and some tails. Just like that. And now we're going to come in between where we have our other ribbons and place these. So I can go here. I don't want it to necessarily go the same way, so I'm kind of coming in the middle of this loop and placing this one. And so then I can separate it out a little bit, and I have my tails here, and we'll run a loop. Oh, they want to go that way, so that's fine. Let them go the way they want. Run a loop down this way. Give them some dovetails. And give them a little fold. You don't have to do the fold. I just like the way the fold looks. It's just as a nice little accent on the tree. Just gives it some character so it's not just laying in the tree. Okay, so we have one there. Now we're going to come over here and we'll run one right here. And so really what we're doing with this one is we're just kind of filling in the gaps. So it's kind of like our wreaths, where the main job on a tree is the ribbon. But the ribbon is what makes your tree. It's what gives it all that character. Now you could do less ribbon and more ornaments, more decor, but I don't have that kind of money. So I don't want to spend a lot of money on the decor for my tree. I want to have my few accent pieces, and then I really want to put some really nice, beautiful ribbon throughout. And, you know, if you're doing this for a customer, it creates their price point to be a little bit lower. It makes it easier on you. And like I said, you can charge $75. Some people charge $200 an hour. Now, it also depends on the size of the tree. This is only a 6.5-foot tree. So obviously, if I have a 12-foot tree, it's going to take me double the time. So you don't have to double your price because your time will account for it. But you need to be mindful, you know, are you buying the ornaments or is your customer? You got to account your time and your labor on shopping for the decor, you know, placing everything, you know, you're spending all your time planning this out and everything like that. However, if your customer is buying the decor or has the decor themselves, make sure you go do a consultation. Go check out their decor first, because you might get there and their decor might be absolutely awful. And you're like, it doesn't matter how I put this on this tree, it is not going to look good. So just be mindful of that. Make sure you're, you know, dotting your I's and crossing your T's Now, I don't, or I wouldn't mark up my decor because Christmas decor or Christmas tree ornaments are so expensive. I'm not gonna, you know, double the price of the ornaments because I'm charging my labor by the hour. So there's no need for me to do that. Okay, so I have that filled up how I like it, where I want that. I'm gonna go ahead and run to the back here and place a few of these. Because like I said, I'm not, you know, I am decorating the back of the tree. I'm just not going crazy because it's not going to get seen very much. But it needs to have something so it doesn't look hollow. But you know, especially if you have a crazy, elegant client, you might spend $1,000 on their decor. Well, you can't say, okay, well, your decor is $2,000 plus I'm charging you $200 an hour to put it up. You're not going to have any business. So just charge them what the price of the decor was, but in your labor, figure out the price that you want to charge for shopping and getting everything and all of that. So that can be part of your hourly rate. If you charge $75 an hour, okay, well, you spent 2 hours shopping and searching online and everything like that, you know, coming up with their theme and how you want to decorate it. So that's part of your hourly charge. So, you know, this might be kind of a long video, but it's not hard to do trees. It's not hard to do this. It's a little time consuming, but the rest of it's gonna go pretty fast. We're just trying to make sure we get our ribbon right because we know how much of a focal point that ribbon is. And if your ribbon's not right, then everything's gonna look like it's just thrown onto your tree. Roxy wants to play with her ball. Like, somebody play fetch with me. I'm not used to there being people here during the day. Okay, so I just did a couple of those back there just as some little fillers. And we are done with our ribbon. And look how gorgeous this tree is, okay? Well, look at it. I mean, it looks pretty fantastic, right? So, let's get our other stuff added. Now, I know I want to add these ornaments. I only have 4 of them, but it's really gonna pull that rustic a little bit more into the tree. But I also have these other fillers I wanna use too. So I think I'm gonna use these other fillers first, and I'm gonna show you my step process on how I do this. So this is a 6.5 foot tree, so let's say 6 foot. So I'm gonna say 6 sprays. And by sprays, I mean this whole concept of sprays. So what it is a grouping, okay? So I have this red twig spray, I have this red berry spray, and then I have this poinsettia. I am going to group these together to make 6 groupings to place throughout the tree. 1 per foot, basically. Obviously, it's not gonna come out like that, but it's basically 1 per foot. So I know I'm gonna come here in my empty spot because I have an ornament here, so I want something different here. So I'm gonna go ahead and place this into my tree. Well, that's not on this day. Here, Roxy, you want outside? Go ahead, go play. She's probably gonna go out there and bark. I need you to stay where I put you, please. Thank you. All right, twiggy spray. Berry spray. poinsettia. And I'm using this poinsettia because I used the red sparkly one up there. So I'm alternating them. I'm going to put this rustic one here. And I'm just using my pine to kind of hold everything in place. And these can bend and maneuver a little bit. Just like that. So I have this whole setup here. So it's kind of like a process where you have, you do your tree topper, you do your ribbons, or you do your ornaments, you do your ribbons, and then you do your fillers, your filler sprays. So we're gonna place 6 of these in this tree and then see how it looks when we're done with that. So let's see, I know I have one, so I have one spot there. I have one here. I have one here. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. That's kind of where it's looking like I'm gonna place them. And so it kind of looks funny first when you have stuff sticking out of your tree, but then it looks good when you're done. So the poinsettias came from Hobby Lobby. The red twig sprays came from Ellis Home and Garden, and so did the berries. So I'm gonna move over here. Where was I looking at for a spot? We got one there. We can bring one right down here. Spread it out a little bit. Run our little berries back here. And then run our poinsettia right in the middle. Just like that. So there's 1, 2. Now we will probably come right over here and do 3. And we're going to kind of run this one outside the tree to go along with that shape of our tree. Use your branches. Make your branches work for you. Run our berries out the same way. And then our poinsettia in the front. Fluff it out good. And these have the cute little rustic jingle bells on them too, which obviously you're not going to hear the jingle bells, or you shouldn't, or else someone's messing with your tree. But they're adorable. What? I am loving the way this is coming together. I'm loving it. Okay, where are we at? We'll go right here. So we'll do the same thing on this side. Have these coming out. From the tree. And tuck it to the pine a little bit. Make it look like it's coming from the tree. Fluff out our poinsettia. Ooh, that one has some stuff on it. That one must have got a little damaged in shipping. I'm gonna cut that leaf off because it's ugly. It's okay, we can work the rest of our leaves around. Get this one placed right in there. Okay, so I'm going to take a step back and take a look at my tree and see where I want the rest to go. So I have 4 set right now. Where do I want the others? I think I'm going to come up top, right there, and then I'm going to work one right down here at the bottom. And I think that's how we're going to finish that off. I'm going to go up top with the rustic one, I believe. Yeah, because this rustic needs to go down here. So we're going to go with the pretty one up top. We're going to go right in here. Oops. I'm not trying to go up too high. I'm not trying to make it part of my tree topper. But it did look like just an empty hole up here that needed one. Perfect. All right, now one more on the bottom. What did I say? Right in here. We're gonna go right in here. And we're just gonna let that kind of lay in there and stick out of the tree. And finish it off with our little rustic poinsettia. Perfect. Perfect. Perfection. I love it. I love it so much, much, much. I actually have one more rustic poinsettia over here. So if we see a place for it in a little bit, we might throw it in. We'll see. So I have 3 more of these left from my tree topper also. And I think I will try to work these in here just to carry it down the tree, but we'll see. Oh no, 4. I only have 3. Have 4. So we can bring one in here. Goodness, it has nothing to stick to. So hold it in there. There we go. We'll put one there. We'll bring one right over here. And we're just going to work these down kind of the front of the tree because there's really no point. It's just carrying down that tree topper. So now we'll kind of come over here. Use that piece of pine just a little bit to kind of hold that in place. And then, let's see, where do we have a hole? 1, 2, 3. I think we'll go here. Now guys, this is supposed to inspire you and give you ideas. So as I'm working on this, you might see a different way of doing things. You might see something that would work better, that you know, maybe you don't like one way I do things or whatever, and that's fine because this is just supposed to inspire you to go decorate your own tree or decorate a tree for someone else. So that's totally, totally fine. Okay, so I have these ornaments that I really want to get added. We're running out of room, so let's see if we can find a place for these. And so I think we can come right in here. And these already have the string on them, so I'm just going to run them on that pine, just like normal. And I'm just going to place them and see how I like them once I get them on there. Kind of sit it inside there. So there's one there. And like I said, you guys might see something different from the camera view that I'm seeing now. You know, I might come back and change something up later. You just never know. We're going to dangle one down here because this bottom's pretty empty. I feel like one needs to go here. Just nestled in there. And we have one more, but I don't know where I want it to go. Because I also feel like it needs to go right in here somewhere with this piece. But I don't want it too close to this. I kind of want it right there with that ribbon, like so. See if I can get this in here, like my vision is seeing. I think we can. I think we can. And then we can move it where we want it, just like that. I like it, so I'm gonna leave it. So I have a few other things I thought about bringing. Come on, Roxy. So I have some frosted eucalyptus I had thought about putting in here to brighten up the tree a little bit. I might use these. Let's cut this tag off, place it in here, and see how we like it. I love a flocked tree, so that's kind of why I want to do it. I don't know if my mom does, but you know what? I'm decorating her tree, so it's fine. I really, really, really like that. So I'm going to try to work these in. So I brought a lot. So I'm going to try to work these in the best I can. And, you know, that was a stopping point, but I'm trying to do extra. Like I said, this is her Christmas present. She loves Christmas. She loves decorating. You know, so I really wanted her to have an awesome tree this year. So I'm kind of going all out. You don't have to go all out. You do not have to go all out. There have been plenty of stopping points as we've worked in here. That is just some beautiful frosted eucalyptus that I really like. I really like that touch that it's bringing. And these came from Regency. So these were in my shop. So I took them out so that I could put them on her tree. But Hobby Lobby carries frosted eucalyptus, the Restock, Craft Outlet, all the things, they all carry it. It is messy, I didn't know that. Holy cow. Okay, we've got an empty spot here. We can use this to fill this up. Right there. How many more do I have? I have 3 more. full bushes. So, you know, really spread them out and get the full effect. That makes some good coverage. Okay, where else? Where else? Over here, right in here. I think I need one more right there. Just like that. All right, I think that's it. I think we're done. I hope you guys love it. I will get some pictures of this and get it posted. I hope y'all love this so much. I hope y'all love my pink Santa shirt. I've been waiting to wear this. Oh my gosh, I love it. Emily Grace Boutique, look her up. She has awesome stuff. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you get inspired. Go decorate. Next week's Thanksgiving. It's time to get that Christmas stuff up. And we are going to do my tree and my front door probably next week. So I'm super excited. So I will see you guys later. Have a great weekend. Bye, guys.